Yeah, you can hear me okay. Hi, Mina. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. My cat is on my lap, purring very loudly. He's being very obnoxious. Also, I think my building management gave us all trick-or-treat bags with candy inside. It's very nice of them. Got some Three Musketeers, some Reese's, peanut M&Ms, Milk Duds, and Whoppers. The best one of these has got to be the peanut M&Ms and Three Musketeers, personally. I don't like Milk Duds. I feel like this shit just kills your teeth instantly. And I feel like Whoppers I didn't dislike. And then I tried Maltesers, and now it's like, well, can't eat Whoppers anymore. They're just like a shitty version of Maltesers. But I got 3 Reese's mini cups and 2 Three Musketeers. And I will say that in terms of like classic American chocolate bars, Three Musketeers has got to be up there with Snickers. You don't think you've had Three Musketeers? Three Musketeers is like, it's a Milky Way without the caramel, which I prefer because the caramel is a little too sweet and it also is sticky. So this is like more like it's like a lighter version. It's like a little, it just has the nougat. So it's not quite as sweet, but it's still sweet, obviously. It's very airy. It's very good. That does sound good, yeah. Nugget nuts? No, so, well, it depends on which side of the pond you're at, but in America, Milky Ways don't have nuts in them. Milky Ways are just caramel and nougat. If you have caramel, nougat, and nuts, that makes a Snickers bar. I like Snickers bars because I think the saltiness of the nuts kind of counteract the caramel that I don't really like. But yeah. Chocolate wrapped nougat. Yeah, basically. Hi, Mina. Hello. I actually don't know if I'm going to play a game today. I was going to play Urban Myth Dissolution Center because I was like, it's spooky. It's spooky and stuff, and I've been wanting to play this game for a really long time. And I actually had initially, if you look at my calendar, which obviously you can't see, but my personal calendar, I had scheduled this game for like 3 times this week so we could finish the game. And I was really excited to play it. But as you guys all know, I've had a bit of a week. I've had a bit of a month, actually. And I'll be leaving soon for my trip. So I was like, maybe I should just chat. Because tomorrow's stream is going to be a sponsored stream. So I'm not going to be able to like just like chat with you guys for a really long time. So I thought maybe it'll be better if I just chat. Isn't your day, your week, your month, or even your year? I feel like the year itself hasn't been terrible. I don't think I've had a terrible year. This month has been pretty terrible though. I feel like the year hasn't been bad. The month has been bad. I'm ready for tomorrow to start fresh, a new month, you know? I'm gonna eat a Three Musketeer. It's like the mini, like, fun size bar. Bite size. You guys have a favorite Halloween candy? The first 3 months of 2025 already felt like a lot, to be honest. It was a lot, but I wasn't like upset about anything, if that makes sense. Twix. Wow, a lot of Twix fans. Really? I think Twix is too sweet for me too. Oh, Take 5 is a good one. Take 5 is really good. Underrated. Because it has like a pretzel in it, and I really like pretzels. Kit Kat. Oh, yeah. Kit Kat is up there for me as well. Reese's Pieces. Oh, I like Reese's Pieces too. I prefer Reese's Pieces over Reese's, personally. Coffee Crisp. We got a Canadian. Damn, I wish our Trick or Treat gave us fucking Coffee Crisps. I love Coffee Crisps. Penguin? Is that a real thing? What is that? Crunch bars? Oh yeah, you really don't see crunch bars anymore, huh? I do think crunch bars are good. I feel like the crisp rice in crunch bars is superior to any other form of like knockoff crunch bars you can get. Big Turk and Mr. Big? What the hell are these candies? Marshmallow Butterfinger bars. What the hell? Penguin is a British chocolate. What? I don't like Aero bars. Okay. Controversial opinion. I don't like Aero bars. I think Aero bars, first of all, give me trypophobia. And second of all, I don't like the texture. You know what Aero bars texture reminds me of? Aero bars texture. Hear me out. Aero bars remind me of, you know, when a chocolate is out for too long, it's aerated and it turns like that pale whitish color, and then you bite into it without realizing, and it's like just really nasty. That's what Aero bars remind me of. It's like kind of crumbly. It's kind of gross. Oh, Ferrero Rocher. Damn, who's giving those out for Halloween? Holy. I love Ferrero Rocher. That's got to be like up there as one of my top chocolates. The peanut butter crunchy rice Mr. Beast chocolate is really nice. I've never had any Mr. Beast food item. I don't think I would trust a Mr. Beast food item. Okay, I need to turn on the AC. It's really hot. 1 second. I've been having a bit of a day. I've been like really unwell the last week, or maybe even this whole month. I feel like I've been talking I feel like you guys would know better. How long have I been complaining about my health for? I think it's been like the whole month. I feel like it might be my medication. That's what I'm kind of deducing here. I feel like I've been feeling shitty ever since I've been starting to take this particular medication. At least years. Shut up. Whenever you got your meds. I think it is the meds. I've been trying to like, and I know this is like a really bad thing. I do the thing that's like, what is the opposite of, what's that disease where you just diagnose yourself with everything? Where you just give yourself every disease possible. What is that disease called? Or like mental state called? I forget what it's called. Yeah, hypochondriac. I'm like the opposite of a hypochondriac. Yes. Like, hypochondriacs will give themselves diseases. Me, I'm always like, there's no way that there's something wrong with me. That's like, that might just be like me being a boomer, but like, for me, it's like anytime I'm sick, I try to like rationalize it. Like, no, I'm not sick. It's probably just this. I'm probably just tired. It's probably just because I haven't got my period yet. It's probably because of this. Like, that's like what I do instead. Limina will be on her deathbed and say she's fine. Like, I literally will. It's really bad, actually. There's a word for it. Anosognosia? Sure. Maybe that's what I have. And I like to think that, like, I can just power through. Like, it'll get better in a week. It'll be fine. You know? That's, like, my mental state constantly. I feel like that's just an Asian thing, too. You're so right. It'll be like, I just need a ginger ale. I just need a Sprite. I just need a Sprite and everything will be better. You know? Wait, you know, I have ginger ale. Wait, I'm gonna get a ginger ale. Wait, sorry, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get ginger ale. Enough kanji will fix you, trust. It's so true. Sprite, Paper Koa, and Salonpas can fix me. When has Salonpas ever done you wrong? That's what I'd like to ask. I'm getting ginger ale to cure myself. Liquid. This is like a liquid cure-all, you guys. Alright, I'm gonna eat Whoppers. Are these... I feel like Maltesers are just so much better than Whoppers. But I haven't had a Whopper. Admittedly, I haven't had a Whopper in a hot second, so maybe my brain was just misremembering. Whoppers are actually goated. Does anybody in chat actually like Whoppers? Ugh. Ugh, nah. Ugh. Ew, that's so gross. Oh! That was like eating pure sugar. Oh! Not Burger King Whoppers. The malted balls. Happy Halloween. Welcome, welcome. Happy Halloween. That reminds me of when I was very young and I used to go to church. We used to do a Halloween thing, but because like in church they kind of say that like Halloween is like devil worship, we used to do like an alternative Halloween and they would call it Holy Wind. I should do a Halloween background. Okay, wait. I have this one. How's that? That looks good audio-wise, or is that too loud? I cast a holy wind. That's fun. All I got was priests saying the dress up as angels instead of ghosts. But that's kind of cute too. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, we got some Halloween-ish music. It doesn't sound very Halloween-y, does it? They used to have Reese's flavored Whoppers. I'm actually not a big fan of Reese's in general. But I also don't really care much for peanut butter. Not only that, because I like peanuts. I just don't really like peanut butter. I think the peanut butter that they use in Reese's is just so gross. Am I weird for thinking that? It's like grainy. It has like a terrible texture. It like doesn't taste very, like, the umami's not there. Like, it's not very deep. There's no depth in the flavor. It's just like, it just tastes like nasty. Like, if it had real peanut butter in there, I feel like I'd like it a lot more. It feels like I'm eating like dog food or something. I love Reese's with the peanut butter on its own is bad. You should try Mr. Beast peanut butter cup. It's the opposite. It's liquid peanut butter. I really am scared of any... Ever since the whole fiasco with what was that Lunchable brand? Wasn't that Mr. Beast too? That made a Lunchables brand? Lunchly. That was Mr. Beast. Yeah, like, I don't think I trust anything after Lunchly. What did they do? They made a Lunchables brand called Lunchly. And it just was, like, filled with mold. It was just like mold. Like all the meat was like green. Oh, Cadbury cream eggs are so good. Okay, wait, not cream eggs. I like the regular Cadbury like robin eggs. Those are so good. Every Easter I get those. Lunchly is such a scam. I mean, it's like not a scam. It's just bad, right? Like, I feel like you're not getting scammed. You're kind of getting what you paid for, probably. And to be honest, I think Lunchly might be better for you than Lunchables, because if it's molding, it at least means that it's not like preserved to hell and back. Whereas, like, I think Lunchables, they don't go bad because that shit is like not food. You're eating just like straight cardboard. That shit can't grow mold on it. Even mold doesn't want to eat it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Lunchables was my entire childhood. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just stating the facts. At least Lunchly, mold wanted to eat Lunchly. Oh, Prime. Is that also Mr. Beast? That's like the energy drink. How come all of Mr. Beast's stuff had like problems? Because yeah, Lunchly also had like a sodium thing, I remember. But I don't know if that was real. I feel like that was like kind of fake news, or it was like a misprint or something. Oh, that's Logan Paul. Alright, chat. Would you eat the Limina branded I don't know. I'm trying to think of what would I make? Probably ramen. Limina branded ramen. Blue Bulldog? Oh my god. Wait, Blue Bulldog would be fucking hilarious. It's like, remember Shrek ketchup? Who here is old enough for Shrek ketchup? With all due respect, I would not eat Limina. What? You wouldn't? I was scared of those. Shrek ketchup. Not the Shrek chup. The Shrek up. Why are you turning me to dust? Oh wait, sorry, give me 1 second. What is this? Yeah, Shrek ketchup. And there was a purple ketchup. Yep. I remember the purple ketchup. That one was really nasty. Wasn't there like a wasn't the purple one, wasn't there also a green one that came with that one or something? Like, I mean, there was the green Shrek ketchup, but wasn't there like a separate non-Shrek branded green ketchup that came with the purple one? Oh, the Sonic Blue Curry. I got that for my friend for his birthday one year. Ninja Turtles pizzas with green pizza sauce? What was that, just like pesto? Did he poop blue? No, he refused to eat it. I was like, I got this for you as a gift. You have to eat it. And he was like, no, I want to like, he's like, it's a collector's item. I gotta keep it unsealed. I was like, fucking blue, you're gonna keep the blue curry sealed? Collector for real, for real. Have you guys seen, I remember people selling like weird shit on eBay, like food shit, like selling Cheetos that looked like things. Like, oh, here's a Cheeto that looks like a Charizard, and someone like selling it for like $1 million. Have you guys seen that? Alright. Yeah, Charizard Cheeto. The Charizard shaped Cheeto did sell. Wait, how much did it sell for? How much did they sell the Charizard Cheeto for? Yeah, Jesus toast. Jesus chicken nugget. So I remember for a while, it was like, when you got a bag of hot Cheetos, it was like, don't eat it. You have to inspect every Cheeto before you eat it, just in case it's like worth $1 million. And I think actually Cheetos did a campaign a little bit after that where it was like, find the Cheeto that's shaped like Chester's head. $87,000. Where do you think that Cheeto is now? Who has that kind of money for that? Who even, like, who has money like that? I wish I had $87,000 just to my name. Like, imagine having $87,000 to spend on just like something fucking random. Like a fucking Charizard Cheeto. It's like not even worth anything. It's like you're buying like a worthless thing. You're basically throwing away $87,000. That's crazy. Even if I was like a billionaire, I wouldn't spend $87,000 on a Cheeto. Like maybe $870. That's still ridiculous. But if you're a billionaire, sure, $870 might be chump change. What? Even a billionaire, I don't think $87,000 is chump change. Like $87,000, so that's like so much money. The person can legally claim owning a legal Charizard. I could like, you could buy like an actual PSA maybe 8 Charizard for that money. Just kidding. I don't know how much PSA 10 Charizards go for. I don't think you could spend $1 billion in a lifetime. I feel like I could. I think for science, we should give me $1 billion and see if I can spend it in my lifetime. You know? I think that'd be a really good experiment. I think we should do that. I think that sounds like a really fun experiment. And for the sake of science, I volunteer. For the name of science. Okay, if I had $1 billion, I'd probably just buy all the shit that I want to buy, right? And then I'd probably like, you know what I would do? What I want to do with $1 billion? I'd probably, first of all, I'd probably start so many companies. That's probably why a bunch of billionaires have so many companies. Because it's like fun. You have like a vision and then you hire a bunch of people. You don't pay them very well. And then you execute your vision. It's like you made the thing even though you didn't do anything. That's what I'd do. I'd start a bunch of different companies. I'd start like an animation company. I'd start a publishing company. I'd start a video game company. I'd start a VTuber company. And then after I get bored of making all of my weird companies, I would probably make a bunch of museums that nobody wants except for me. I feel like that's like the best rich person thing to do. I feel like the best rich person thing to do is to just make a bunch of fucking museums. Joker, thank you so much for the 69. Don't know. Starting off the science experiment. Remember me when you're a trillionaire. Yeah. I would make a TCG museum. Wouldn't that be so cool? Museums are a legit rich weirdo thing to do. I would make a TCG museum that just has like every TCG with like every card PSA 10 slabbed. And it would just be like history of TCGs. I'd even call up Post Malone and ask him for the fucking One Ring card or whatever. Ask him to borrow it for a bit. I bet he would lend it to me if I was a billionaire. That would be so awesome. Yeah, that would be so cool. Like, it would just be cool. And it'd be like free to go and anyone could go. My Little Pony TCG, okay, from what I heard, no cap, I genuinely heard that the My Little Pony TCG is good. And I've heard that from people who don't like My Little Pony. Like people who work at LGS's told me that they all laughed about My Little Pony and they were like, this game's so stupid. And so they all played it as like a meme for memes. And they said it's actually one of the best TCGs on the market. And it was actually genuinely so sad to watch it die because it was My Little Pony. Which makes me upset because I would play the shit out of that. Okay, so I would make, hear me out. I'd make a TCG museum. I'd hit up Bandai. Okay, listen. I'd hit up Bandai. And I'd be like, Bandai, I have $1 billion. I will fund this. Let's make a fucking robot. Let's make a fucking robot. Actually, I wouldn't contact Bandai. I'd contact Takara Tomy, but that's okay. And then make a life-size Zoid. Liger 0. Schneider. 1-to-1 scale. Was it, there was an MLP TCG? Was it OG or film? It was for Friendship is Magic. Life size? Yeah, it'd be a life size Zoid Liger 0. And then every couple years we'd swap out the parts to make it into like all the different ones. So like 1 year it'd be like Blade Liger, 1 year it'd be Shield Liger, and then 1 year it'd be Lighter 0 Snyder edition, and then one, you know, like it'll just keep swapping. And then we could let people come over, like tourists and stuff, and you can like get in the cockpit. I'd be so good with $1 billion. Someone just give me $1 billion. I'd be, God, I think about this all the time. Those fucking billionaires, they're so bored and they're like doing shitty things and hurting other people and like being pedophiles or whatever. Like, I would be such a good billionaire. I would only contribute to society. Okay? I'd do that. What else would I do? She's gonna build her femboy man. I would be like, is it Heath Ledger? Is that who? Is that, I'm not good with names, you guys. Is that the Playboy Bunny guy? I would make the Playboy Bunny, but it all be femboys. That's what I would do. Oh, Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner, Hugh Hefner, Hugh Hefner. Their names are so similar. Heath Ledger, Hugh Hefner, very similar. The Femboy Mansion would be very popular. Yes, the Fem Bunny Mansion. All right. That would be my legacy. Would you let people pay to visit? I don't know. How did the Playboy Mansion work? Nah, y'all can just buy the calendars. Femboys are for me only. Sorry. I would make like a bunch of just like, I don't know, weeb shit. I would make, you know what I'd bring back? You know what? I would bring back magazines. I'd make a magazine that you can get in your fucking mailbox every month that has femboys in it. Bring back porno magazines. I said it. There, I said it. Magazines still exist? I don't know anyone who gets magazines in the mail. I'm sold. Where do I sign up? See, I'd be such a good billionaire, you guys. I'd do so much public good. Japan does still do those, yes. What else would I do, chat? I would, I don't know. I feel like I'd spend a lot of time making companies and doing doing cool things, like trying to make cool stuff, like cool games and stuff like that. Pro TCG team? I'm not gonna lie. As much as it's a cool idea, pro sports people scare me. Whether it's esports or real sports. I think hyper competitive people scare me. If I had somebody else that wanted to run them, sure. Just sponsor them. Yeah, I'll make a cool brand and I'll just sponsor them. But I don't want anything to do with it. What would okay, I guess I'll have to make like we'll make the Limina ramen company to sponsor stuff. Me wearing the Femboy magazine shirt to reach. Wait, true. So essentially, you're gonna be Kaiba instead of Blue Eyes. It's Femboys. Yeah, that would literally be me. Oh my god! Imagine a Femboy esports team. Well, I feel like I'm onto something, you guys. Femboy esports team. Actually, you know what? I will own an esports team. I have decided, actually. I will sacrifice the fact that I don't like to deal with competitive people. I will, you know what? I'll take one for the team. It's like Yu in episode 1 of Overdress. That was fast. Team full of you. Oh my god. That would be amazing. How honorable. I know. I do it for you guys, you know. You know, I feel like if I were a billionaire, as lame as it sounds, I'd probably still be streaming. Like, I think that's like the thing about streaming is I feel like I would probably still be like, you'd be no one would know, but there'd be signs, you know, one of those things. No one would know, but there would be signs, because I wouldn't be able to tell you that I'm a billionaire, because then I would be doxing, right? You'd be a bigger streamer. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be like super big anyway. No one will know until the Femboy esports team gets announced. Exactly. The Femboy who gets the largest tip would know. Can you buy YouTube? I think you'd run it better. Oh man. You know, genuinely, if you were like, Limina, here's $1 billion, make a better streaming platform, I don't think I could. I think that's the hard truth, is that I think, will it be better? Sure. But will people use it? Probably not. I think that's the biggest problem, right? That's the reason why YouTube is doing so well, is that there's just like no good alternatives. And like, I do think it's a really difficult space right now. It's like when Kick and stuff bought out Ninja or whatever. Like, there's like so much you can do, but it's there's only so much you can do. Yeah. Well, it's a difficult space. You have to convince like 1 billion people. You have to convince, like, that's why like Blue Sky hasn't taken off, even though everyone fucking hates Twitter, and there is literally an alternative. There's literally like so many people that are Blue Sky only, for example, and there's so many reasons to leave Twitter, but people still won't. And until everybody leaves Twitter, as like someone who relies on Twitter as like that sort of like for their work, essentially, it's like, I can't leave Twitter until everybody else does. I think the Twitter thing is, I was here first, Elon should leave. Yeah. People who left Twitter for Blue Sky came back to Twitter, exactly. It really sucks. It really sucks. It's just like, it has to start at the top. Like people like fucking like me, who has like 20 people who look at my Twitter. If I move to Blue Sky, I'm just gonna cut my people who look at my Twitter down to like 5. It has to be people who are like really, really big, right? All the big, like basically if Hololive decided tomorrow that they were gonna move to Blue Sky, then I think the entire VTuber space would move to Blue Sky, unironically. Unironically. And it would just become the VTuber platform. But yeah, until that happens, we're stuck doing what we're doing. But like even like YouTube, right? Like that's a thing with Kick or with what someone else mentioned the other one. I already freaking forgot what all of them were. Someone said it earlier. What was the other one? Mixer, yes. Like Kick and Mixer, they tried to buy out the biggest streamers because that's the whole point. It's like the idea is if you take the biggest streamers, like for example, if Blue Sky takes Hololive, who's like the biggest VTuber, and you force them to be on one platform and you bring all of their fans with them, ideally, all of the other streamers will follow suit, right? But it has to be like I think Ninja, as big as he was or whatever, was one guy. Like if it was Hololive, like Hololive's like that's like a whole conglomerate of people. Let's start streaming on MySpace. So real. If any of my faves moved to Blue Sky, I'd switch immediately. Yeah. I really do think it just has to be something like that, where it's like one big group decides that they're just cold turkey cutting, you know. Optics are everything. You know, you can stream on eBay. You can stream on TikTok too, which is really interesting. I think they've been trying to like push their streaming platform a little bit more. I mean, like I think everyone's known that you can stream on TikTok, but I mean like more like for like, game streamers. Ninja has a history of problems, so no one would take him seriously. Really? I didn't know that. I just know that like it didn't work out so well for him. Reminds me of the Windows versus Linux conversation. Although I think Linux like sort of has its niche, so it's been sorry. There's like some really diehard Linux users, and there's also a lot of like niche places where you use Linux instead of Windows. Oh, I have wait. I think I can I give free gifts? Happy Halloween, trick or treat. Trick or treat. There you go. I'm giving some gifts to the trick-or-treaters. What do you mean, no, she got me? You're fucking welcome. Ungrateful ass. The hell? At this point, with Windows 11 being a thing, I might as well consider switching. It is really difficult if you like are a working professional. You just get like if you work on your own computer, it's like you're just boned. I'm actually getting a MacBook from work soon. And I haven't worked on a Mac since 2016? 17? But Windows laptops are just fucking ass. Like, not even in the good way. Windows PC is just like, or Windows laptops are just so terrible. Like, you could just get like the best Windows laptop, and for God knows why, it's just like it just won't work for whatever reason or another. Something on the laptop just won't work. The only time that I've ever had a super reliable laptop was back in 2008. Maybe around 2008, between 2008 and 2010. I don't remember exactly when. I had this Sony Vaio, which they don't even fucking make anymore. Sony Vaio. That laptop was probably the most amazing piece of technology I've ever owned in my life. It was so good. It never had any problems. It literally, I had it for like 5 years or something. And then I got a new Vaio after that. Actually, I don't even think I had it for 5 years. It didn't even die. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a new Vaio because I deserve one. And I got a new Vaio. And the new Vaio was fucking ass. And as soon as I got the new Vaio, I was like, this is not it. This is not it. Yep. And then ever since then, I've been hopping around different laptop brands with every time I research whatever's the best one, I get it, and it's all shit. If you ever need a laptop, I always recommend my business laptop. I know the ThinkPad is like one of the ones that are up there, but my problem with the ThinkPad is that they're pretty heavy. That's one. And two, I am a girl. I am a girl, and I do need my laptop to be cute. I know that that's such a fucking... Women are just so, like, what's wrong with them? I don't know. That's just my fucking brain. I wish I wasn't like that either, but, you know. Every time to work out those arms. It's like, if I put it in like a tote bag or something, my shoulder will literally fall off. Real though, ThinkPads are so ugly. I just can't. And the fucking nipple, man. The nipple. You look good, you feel good, you do good. Basic science. It's so real. I'm just not productive if what I'm working on is ugly. Oh, I'm sorry, the what? The nipple is honestly funny. I mean, the nipple does, like, throw me back. It does remind me of a better time. But... it's an ergonomic nipple. I'm happy for you. I just will never get over the fact that my laptop has a nipple. I like my laptops nippleless. I like my laptops like I like my anime men. Nippleless. A time of better nipples. Ergonomic nipple is crazy. I'm sure it is ergonomic though. That's not what Braveburn is about. What do you mean, Limina? It's like how you can watch like old school anime or like late night anime and none of the guys have nipples, like free. Your laptop's a femboy too? True. Anyway, I like to have my electronics be as white as possible. I like the white. I used to like the pink electronics. I used to have like a bunch of pink stuff as well. Like, I think they made pink Vaios. I didn't have a pink Vaio. But like, I had like pink like Nintendo DS and stuff like that. But I think now I'm too old to have a pink laptop. So, we go for the next best thing, which is white or like the very cute silver that MacBooks are. I guess the only option is a MacBook. It's not just the aesthetics too. I think it's just like a thing where like MacBooks, and I've only really ever owned a MacBook, like I said, in that really small period from 2015 to 2017, maybe around that area, because I had it for work. and I really, really liked that laptop. I don't like using Mac OS all that much. I'm not a Mac OS girly, but the MacBook was immaculate. Never had any issues with it, ever. Like, that shit was amazing. I think also just something about MacBooks, the sleep function on it is just so far superior to any Windows. I don't know why Windows can't do sleep functions very well and why all their batteries are just shite. I just don't get it. Like, what? Do you literally have... You could just fucking dissect the MacBook. Figure it out! Still using my MacBook I got new in 2015. The old girl's still holding on. I still have my old MacBook too, and I think it still works fine. Ghosty Chan, thanks so much for 4 months of Magic Web Baiters. Happy Halloween! They code by vibes nowadays. It's easier to make money when their PCs break. That's the thing I hate. I really just hate that. I really, really hate that. I mean, I think that it's people have been trying, like Chromebook, right? Chromebook doesn't run on Windows OS. Like, they're trying to figure something out. It's not working, but I've heard good things about Chromebooks too. I don't know. They're literally just making their products to break now. I mean, that's been going on for a long time. I feel like iPods were kind of like that at one point. That's why I was like, when I was a little hipster in high school, I was like, I hate iPods. Because I had like 3 iPod minis break and I had to keep taking them to the fucking Apple store. And then that was even before the iPod Nano. I had iPod minis and a pink one, and it kept like not working properly. So then I switched over to Zune. Rest in peace. It's the cancer moral problem all over again. Why cure a man when you can treat him for the rest of his life and charge him the entire time? Yep. I mean, I think it's less of a moral problem and more of a capitalism problem, but yeah. I had an iRiver as well. iRivers were the shit, you guys. I really think only Korean kids had iRivers, but iRivers were truly something else. The fugly brown one? No, Zune had like a cute white one. I had a Walkman too, but it's been a really long time. I remember, I think I've told this story before, but one of the weird things that have happened in my high school of being as old but not that old as I am is that I was old enough that we still needed to do our SAT 2s on CD players, but we were just phasing out of CD players at the time. Everyone had like iPods, and you actually, like, Amazon didn't exist yet. So it was really difficult to get a fucking CD player. Like, I actually had to go to like several different, I remember going to like Office Depot and Staples, Walmart, and then yeah, I forget where I found a CD player, but I found it somewhere like really weird. Ah, Chicago. To the Chad mate. Hey Mina, I think I'm getting your Play Asia customer support emails because of the gift. Wait, what? Can you send me a Discord ticket? Uh-oh. Can you send me a support ticket on Discord? And explain to me the problem. I've been having a couple issues with certain things. I actually should probably take this off. I forgot that that was there. There we go. I'd really appreciate it, Chad mate, if you could send me a support ticket on Discord. So we can figure that out. And I thank you for the super chat though. In the late 90s, Amazon only sold books before everything else. You didn't just go to Radio Shack? I think I just didn't have a Radio Shack near me. I think Radio Shack was already on its way out around then. Maybe? Maybe not. Can Sony Discman still function after 20 years? I'm actually 2000 kids, but had so many hand-me-downs from my aunts and uncles that lived in Y2K dreams at like 10 years. That's so cool. Yeah, and I didn't live near a Best Buy. I didn't live near a Best Buy or Circuit City. So I couldn't go to those. I didn't have a Radio Shack near me either. So I was just like going to like... I was literally just going to Office Depots and Staples and I couldn't find one. It was just hard to find, and they didn't have them at like Walmarts. I don't think Target even existed back then. Target was a thing in the 90s? Maybe it was just not where I was. Oh, we did have a Fry's, but it was kind of a drive out. Happy Halloween! Welcome, welcome! I didn't know Target was a thing in the 90s. I don't think we just had them in the area that I grew up in then. I remember the iDog so vividly. I was hanging out with Hio the other day, and my YouTube was open on my TV, and it had like, I think I was just like on like some weird 90s toy video kick. I gotta turn on my AC again, it's getting hot. And there were these fucking like, what were they called? Were they ooblets? Is it ooblets? Ooblets. No, that's like a game. There were these like ugly toy plays music. It was this like ugly, like it was like a robot. Or maybe I just type in toy that plays music. 2000s. Not a Furby. It was like a little, he looked like an alien guy. Maybe I'll talk about alien. Alien. Yeah, this thing. IZ is? IZ? Zizzle? Zizzle IZ. I'll put it on screen. Give me a second. This thing. This thing. And I remember I didn't have one of these because I think I was already a little bit older at this time because he was a bit younger than I am. But I remember seeing commercials for these. But she was saying that she had one. And then so when she was at my house, she saw this and she was like, "Oh my god, I remember that." And she immediately called her sister. It looks like a Bop It. Yeah, but it was just like this little guy that played music. You got one from a McDonald's Happy Meal. Yeah. It was just like one of those like iDog-ish things. You just can plug it into your device and it would just play music. Looks throwable. This is a Pokemon concept. Yeah, it's just a random little guy. Anyway, it was really funny because she was sitting on my couch and she just calls her sister and she's like, "Do you remember this?" A very Hiri Mokami thing to do. Also, a very Hiri Mokami piece of electronics to own. I don't know why, but I could totally see her owning one of these. You guys, Can I tell you guys a secret? This whole time I've been using this massage thing to massage my shoulders because my shoulders are so stiff. How am I gonna travel, you guys? I'm in like such a freaking my body is in a bad state right now. We're not doing good. I have this, what is this? Meditherapy. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Meditherapy. Oh, I found it. It's a gua sha, which is like, you're supposed to use it for like your face. Oh, actually this one says that, wait, this one doesn't say face. My mom bought this and she was like, I'm not using it. Do you want it? And I was like, yeah. It looks like this. And I just have been using it to massage my my shoulders. I will, for example, right now what I'm doing is I take that bottom ridged part and then I hold it and I press it down on my shoulder blade and I just push it. Does it work? Yeah. This feels great. And then the other one that I do is, you see the part that's right where this lady, the hand model, is touching it? It's like 2 prongs right there. And I take the prongs and I press on my shoulder blade. And my neck. Earlier when you heard that weird sound on my mic, it was because I was doing that and then it hit my mic. It was the sound of ceramic running into my mic. Looks like weird ass brass knuckles. It could be used as brass knuckles, to be honest. Yeah, anyway. That's what I've been doing all stream, is just doing this. I also like to press the prong part into my hand. I have massage therapy devices for you on Discord to put on your throne. I have a massage gun. It's like it has a really long handle and it has like a ball at the end. You know who really likes that? My cat. If I use that massage gun for myself, my cat will show up and he will ask to use it. He will not let me use it. He will literally ram his entire body into my arm to use it himself. Any plans to get good massage while traveling? I'll be stopping by Korea, and usually I like to get a massage there, but I don't think I'll have time this time. So, I don't know. I don't know, like, how... I feel like it might be really expensive to get a massage in Japan, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll have time when I'm in one other country that I'm going to. Very cat-like of him. Yeah. I've never seen a cat that loves massages so much. 2-hour deep tissue massage time. So there's this place actually nearby our house. Or nearby my parents' house, I should say. I said our house because it's my mom and I like to go. My mom and I like to go to this one massage place by her place. And it's so good and actually really, really inexpensive. So we like to go there. So I'll probably ask my mom if we can go when I come back. Too busy, my Oshi needs time. I know. I was talking to so one of the things that I'm going to be doing, because there's going to be a bit of time in Japan where I'm hanging out with some coworkers. And one of my coworkers like lives out there and stuff, so we're all gonna hang out. And I'm dragging them. I'm dragging them to an idol event. And my boss was like, I was like, can you do this day? And he was like, oh, actually, I can't do that day. I was like, oh, can we go the day before? I was like, okay, what about the day before then? He was like, oh, actually, I'll be in somewhere else that day. And I was like, okay, then we could just do, what about the day after? And he was like, he literally was like, what the fuck? Do these idols perform every single day? He was like, how do they have an event every single day? And I was like, first of all, yes, because they're underground idols. And second of all, not really. It's just different groups. Like, we'd be seeing different groups depending on the day. But basically, yes. He was just like, what the fuck? I was like, you're not escaping this. You can't get... yeah, you thought you could get out of this? Nah. You are going with me to this fucking idol concert. You don't get a choice. How many excuses do I have to come up with? Boss, probably. Should have known. Yeah, I should have known. Can't escape. So this should be fun. I have like so many things planned, but Chad made, thank you so much for the 10 gifted membership. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. I'll get to your message later. Your ticket later. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Be sure to thank the Chad mate himself. And happy Halloween, everybody. I also downloaded all of Gav, and on YouTube I downloaded the missing episodes I didn't watch of Geets as well, and all of the Zets episodes I didn't watch. So I have a lot of Kamen Rider to watch on the plane. And so I showed Rumi-chan. I was like, look, look at all this stuff I downloaded for my flight. And she literally looked at me and she was like, you're gonna sleep for the entire 12 hours anyway. And I was like, oh, okay, like, and a girl can still be prepared. She was like, what'd you do all that work for? You're not even gonna watch it. I was like, okay, I might. You don't know that. Typically on airplanes, I do sleep a lot though. I sleep a lot. I will sleep 12 hours on an airplane. Yeah, that is a thing that happens regularly. And she is also rubbing it in my face because Rumi-chan really is not good with airplanes. She's very not good. Last time when we went to Japan together, she had to get like anti-anxiety medicine, but I think she's getting slightly better. She's like not, yeah. She has a lot of airplane anxiety, so catch up on sleep on the plane for me, yeah. But we'll see, because I mean, I've flown alone many a times, but I'm flying alone. I feel like I'm a lot less comfortable when like I'm sitting next to strangers, you know? Like if I was going with Rumi-chan, then she would sit next to me. Like I feel like I can sleep a little bit better, but if I'm like sitting next to strangers, I'm really hoping that I'm not sitting next to anybody. If I'm not sitting next to anybody, it'll be great. Usually the first couple hours, well, it depends. Sometimes I have sometimes fallen asleep before takeoff. That has happened before. And I'm usually awake the last couple hours. So like usually the last like 3 hours I am awake. Ideally, I just fall asleep before takeoff. I also downloaded some of my classic video essays to sleep through. Have you ever slept through a whole plane ride? Well, like, essentially I do, usually. Like, 12-hour plane rides, I just sleep through the entire time. And I actually don't use the restroom, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. I don't think I can do that now anymore. But usually, if I'm on a, like, 12-hour flight from California to Asia, It's like I will get comfortable, I will fall asleep, and I will sleep until I wake up. I won't eat anything. I won't drink anything. I won't use the restroom. 12 hours, I'm just like in and out of sleep. I won't sleep straight though. I will wake up because usually it's like I'm pretty uncomfortable. But I can like wake up and go back to sleep. Or like change my position a little bit and stuff. It's one of the few gifts that I am incredibly grateful for because I really do hate getting up when I'm in a plane. I wish I could sleep on planes. Yeah, it is one of the very few things I'm extremely grateful for. But it still gives me anxiety, like thinking about getting on a 12-hour plane ride. I'm like, oh shit, 12 hours seems like a really long time, you know? So then I download a bunch of stuff and then I never watch any of it. But another thing that I'm doing this time is that I downloaded a bunch of the video essays so I can listen to them while I'm sleeping. Bunch of like, what did I download? I think I downloaded the entire, explaining the entire story in chronological order of Bleach. Like, that's the shit that puts me to sleep. So when I can't sleep at night, I turn on random stuff like that and I fall asleep like within 30 minutes. Which is great. Because usually it takes me about 30 minutes to fall asleep on my own. But I'll definitely fall asleep before 30 minutes is up. They don't have that on the in-flight consoles. No, I'm downloading them on my YouTube Premium. How long does it take to explain all that? Wait, okay, let's see. How long was this video? I don't know. I don't know how long this video was. Let's see. I usually just do like anime. I just look up like anime story explain. And then okay, so we have this one. I watched this one. The complete story of Bleach explained in 40 minutes. So that one's only 40 minutes long. I rewatched or I watched this other one that said the story of Code Geass. That one's an hour and a half. The entire story of Naruto, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Story of Full Metal Alchemist, an hour 30 minutes. This is like what I listen to when I go to sleep. And a lot of these series I've already seen. I just don't remember them, so it kind of helps because it helps me remember what happened. I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen. But then I always fall asleep in the middle, so I'm never gonna... Whoa, this one is 7 hours! Wait, I gotta download this one. Wait, I'm downloading this one right now. Download. The entire story of Naruto Shippuden. 7 hours and 13 minutes. That's like the entire plane ride. That's great. I love that. Okay, that's perfect. Downloading a 7-hour video to never watch it. No, more like downloading a 7-hour video only to fall asleep in the first 15 minutes of it. That's what's gonna happen. But it'll be nice because if it's 7 hours long and if I fall asleep and I wake up in the middle, I'll at least be able to fall asleep again because I'll be like, oh, where are we in the story now? And then I'll listen again and I'll fall asleep. You should download a 12-hour branded feature. Okay, so here's the thing about these videos. These videos, I need it to genuinely be somewhat interesting. Like, I need to be engaged. I need to be listening. I need to want to like be listening and trying to follow along in my head, and then I'll fall asleep. The shitty thing about my brain is that the more I concentrate, the sleepier I get. I'm not listening to my boss on the plane. I'm not listening to fucking dual logs on the plane. Don't suggest me dual logs. Trust me, YouTube has already tried to suggest me dual logs. I'm not listening to dual logs. Ugh. And the last thing I want is like falling in and out of sleep and then hearing fucking dual logs' voice. Just like school lectures. Exactly. I know I can guarantee that I will fall asleep if I have to listen to a lecture. Oh, how about the Manalox? No! You guys think he's annoying in chat? He's annoying just all the time. He's like that in fucking meetings too. Mina click the don't recommend channel button. You know, there's no button for that. There's actually not a don't recommend channel button. And I actually even, not for logs. It would be funny if it was for logs, but I've actually looked into blocking channels, but there's no way to do that. Did you know that? Did you know there's no way to block a channel? Isn't that fucking annoying? It's really annoying because there is certain like idol groups that I like that have names that are a little generic. For example, like iLife. Some of you guys might know that there's like a robot vacuum brand called iLife. So sometimes if I search iLife and I search it by recent uploads, it'll show me random robot vacuum videos. And obviously I don't want those. So I've tried to block those channels, but it won't let you. There's no option to do it. Which is really fucking annoying. Because if I could do that, I would just block all these channels and then every time I searched it, I would get exactly what I wanted. But nope, of course not. Could never be that easy. Okay, see here. The entire story of Tokyo Ghoul in an hour 50. That seems pretty good. I feel like I might download that one. I don't know anything about Tokyo Ghoul. So that one might be a cool one so I could learn what Tokyo Ghoul is about, you know? I also recently watched a Final Fantasy X plot explanation because obviously I've played 10. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasies. But I think that I don't remember much because when I played Final Fantasy X, I was like in high school. And I was listening to the story and I was like, what the fuck? That happened? I literally was like, what? I don't remember that at all. Which is cool because that means I'm learning more about Final Fantasy X. But I was like, what do you mean? I remembered that like Xanarkin was like an ancient society and stuff, and like I remember Seymour being evil and Jecht being a bad dad. But like the video was talking about how like there's a bunch of like, if you watch a lot of the, I don't know how you watch it in the game, but like Jecht leaves these like video projections for Tidus, and a lot of them are like him. It just shows that he actually like really did care as a dad. And I was like, wow, I had no idea. I thought Jecht was just like a fucking deadbeat of a dad, but apparently not. And there's like a bunch of other like little tidbit stuff that I had no idea about. Like, uh-oh. Now it's playing random stuff. Don't play random stuff. Okay, wait, we ran out of music. 1 second. I can rectify that. Another Halloween. This one's very spooky sounding. I don't even know how to turn off autoplay. I feel like there's no way to do that. Okay, this one's like a little too, this one's a little too cat jammy, you know? We're gonna get carried away with this one. Alright, wait. Let's switch. Little too upbeat. This one's crazy too. Maybe this one's a little bit more doable. Oh, right click and hit loop. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, well. Cool. This one's a little bit more chill. Maybe we just go back to the old one though. I think we go back to the other one. I think these ones are a little bit too crazy still. Okay, back to this one. Alright. Those are definitely 100%ers that make these lore videos, which is great! Which is awesome! Because it was like, it's like, it shows me all the things that I miss, and I don't feel like bad watching it. Because sometimes I'm like, man, I feel bad, I don't remember any of this shit. But it's kind of good. I like to see what I missed in the lore. How's Bleach 40 minutes, but Tokyo Ghoul an hour 50. It really depends on the person who's doing it. I try to find the longest ones possible, but obviously, like, if you make like a 50-hour video, no one's gonna watch it. Oh, this one! Attack on Titan, 4 hour, 45 minutes. Maybe I download that one too. That one seems like a good one to download. I don't need this many videos. But you know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm very like media consumption. I'm so moody about it. I feel like I need to be in a specific mood. My mood is ever changing, right? What I want to watch right now might be different from what I want to watch in 30 minutes. So when I'm on a plane, I need a lot of options, even if I don't touch any of them, because I just need, in that moment, if I want to do something, I want it to be accessible. Sometimes I want to read manga. Sometimes I want to play a game. Sometimes I want to watch a movie. Sometimes I want to watch an anime. I don't know what I want, and I won't know until like I'm on the fucking plane, and then I can't do the thing that I want to do. So I try to make it so that I have accessibility to all the things. I do that and then I get analysis paralysis. No, I feel like I can be decision fatiguey and I can get choice paralysis, but I think when it comes to media, usually I have a pretty good idea of what I want to watch or what I want to do. And when I don't, I usually browse TikTok, which I won't have access to, but that's fine. I remember when I was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna read this whole light novel series on the plane, and then I played Suika Game for 5 hours and said, exactly! Every time! Oh fuck, Suika Game. I'm definitely gonna play Suika Game on the plane. So real. I do love me some Suika Game. But I'm taking with me 100 Line. I'm going to be taking Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm going to have a plethora of game choices to choose from as well. And I downloaded a bunch of manga. The manga of choice this time. Right, let me check what manga I downloaded. Very important. These are all important notes. I know for sure I downloaded all of Chrono Crusade because I haven't reread Chrono Crusade in a hot minute, and it's one of my favorite manga to reread. I love Chrono Crusade. If you guys haven't read Chrono Crusade, I highly recommend checking it out. But I downloaded all of Chrono Crusade to reread. I also downloaded all of Ikitosen to reread because it's been a minute since I've watched that as well. And I've downloaded all of Air Gear to reread. That's another good series that I've been wanting to reread for a while. I downloaded all of Dungeon Meshi, but I've had Dungeon Meshi downloaded for a hot second and I haven't read it, so I have a feeling I'm not going to read it, but we'll see. It's there just in case I change my mind. I also downloaded the Made in the Abyss manga because I haven't watched or read Made in the Abyss. Speaking of Made in the Abyss, I was also recommended Shonen no Abyss, Boys Abyss, so I downloaded that as well. And I was also recommended To Your Eternity, so I have that downloaded too. But those are all really dark. Do I have any light ones that I downloaded? I feel like these are all really dark. I'm not gonna, like, if I want something lighthearted, I guess I would just read Air Gear. Or Ikitosen. Or, yeah, Dungeon Meshi. I downloaded... Okay, how come Saihate no Paladin is not updating? I'm kind of sad. I've been wanting to catch up. Oh, another one that I downloaded to reread/continue reading is Negima, because I never finished Negima back in the day. So that one's a little more lighthearted too. And then I'm behind on Chainsaw Man, so I'll probably go catch up to Chainsaw Man. And I'm also still reading My Hero Academia, and I have all of that downloaded too. Mangaka for Saihate is on break. Gotcha. Which Negima though? The original one. Original Negima. So I have a lot to read. Pretty excited to you know, go through either one of these. Oh, I also downloaded the Red Ranger anime as manga form because I haven't watched the anime. So those are my manga picks that I have. Hopefully I won't be bored. I'll be able to keep myself entertained if I do, for whatever reason, not fall asleep. I'm assuming I'll just sleep, though. I'm assuming I'll just sleep the entire time. But just in case, you never know. You never know. Red Ranger Adventure is so good. Yeah. Hopefully get some good sleep. I hope so too. I thought about getting an eye mask for the plane because I've heard people like to use eye masks, but I do feel like if I get an eye mask, I might black out on the plane and never get up, and then it'll be really awkward when the flight attendant has to come and wake me up. So I'm gonna avoid doing that. Because the only way that I wake up is if the lights on the plane turn on. So yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but recently what's been really trendy is this eye mask that you put on, you know, like in an airplane, the back of your headrest can go up and down. You hook it to that and it keeps your head upright, which is really awesome. I would love that, because then your head just stays up and it like has like a basically like an eye mask built in. I heard about that. Yeah, it looks really cool, but I'm really worried because I'm traveling alone that I will just not wake up ever. And I feel like that's... I don't want to do that, so... I bought a new travel pillow, though. I bought a new travel pillow. It's like a really weird one. So I'll let you guys know how it is after the trip. It's a really weird travel pillow. But because it's so weird, I actually don't know if I can use my headphones with it. Actually, I've never used travel pillows in general, but I figured this was like a good excuse of any to finally get one. Do you guys like to use travel pillows when you guys get on the plane? This one's like a super weird one. It almost is like a neck brace. It essentially is a neck brace, actually. Basically is a neck brace. But I don't know. I feel like I've bought one of those U-shaped travel pillows once and it didn't do shit for me. And I always just hate carrying that shit around. So I think the last time I took it, I threw it away because I didn't want to carry it back. I bought one for my UK trip and never used it. Right. And they're always so like bulky and like a pain in the ass to carry, and you can't wear your headphones with it and all that stuff. You haven't been on a plane since you were a toddler? That's fair. I hate traveling. I love traveling, but I hate traveling. Do you know what I mean? Chat, do you get me? I have such a love-hate relationship with traveling. It's just really, really strenuous for me to travel. Once I'm there, it's fine. But like the act of traveling, yes, I need a teleport system like right now. I didn't call the turtle. Wait, that's the one I got. The turtle neck pillow. That's what I got. It's so stressful. It's so stressful. I'm actually really worried because the government is on shutdown right now. The government's on shutdown right now, and I've heard that a lot of flights are getting delayed and stuff. So I'm hoping that that does not happen to me because... because... Want to know why, chat? This is so embarrassing. Because as soon as I get off the plane, I am going to a live. I'm going straight to a concert. First thing, I'm hopping off a plane and I'm running over to a concert. I'm going with Amoria. And I was talking to Amoria about it and I was like, Amoria, my flight might get delayed. If my flight gets delayed, I have to meet you at the venue. I was like, I'm bringing my fucking luggage. I'll leave it at the locker. But I'm gonna meet you at the venue. I'm gonna show up in my fucking pajamas. I was like, that's just what it's gonna be. Otherwise, hopefully I'll have time to at least stop by our hotel and drop my stuff off and like, you know, freshen up a bit, put on some makeup so I don't look like a fucking degen. But I don't give a shit. If my idols are gonna have to see me without my makeup, that's fine. it's just whatever it takes, man. Whatever it fucking takes. Hotel game PJs, exactly. I probably won't dig my pen lights out of the my suitcase though. If I have to go straight there, I think I'm basically gonna be running. Just wear mask and sunglasses. I will be literally doing that. Not a sunglasses, but I will be wearing a mask and glasses. Can't recommend playing a timeline that tight. I did that last month. I read was 60 seconds to spare. It's really unfortunate because if I don't see them, then I'm just not going to probably see them. So I don't have a choice. I hope you get all the fan service. I hope so too, but I think I'm going to look really sketchy. I'm going to look really sketchy, so I think they might avoid eye contact. But that's okay. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about showing up. You know what I mean? You get it, chat. Even if I get no fan service, even if my Oshi ignores me, I was there for her. And I will show up in her checky line. I will not be in the checky, but I will pay my dues. Because I don't know if you guys know this, and I don't know if I've talked about this too extensively, but idols actually don't get paid like a salary. They actually don't even get paid for their time. So like, if an idol practices for 10 hours a week and then performs for 10 hours a week, they don't get paid for those 20 hours or whatever. Or if they go to lessons for X hours a week. All of that stuff they don't get paid for. The only way idols get paid, and this is most idols, not all idols. This is like, I'm talking mostly underground idols, so I'm not talking about people like AKB or Morning Musume. It's really similar to VTubers. Basically, idols get paid per percentage of checky. So a lot of the times they'll take, it's really similar. You split it with the company. Usually they take 30% and the company takes 70%. Very similar to VTuber companies. So if you take a checky with them and the checky is $15, they take $5, the company takes $10. So the way you support your idol is you take checkies for them. It's appearance fee. They don't get paid an appearance fee. No, that just goes straight to the company. It's just the checky. Only checky. So checky and merch. Merch, yes, but it's checkies and merch. So checkies are kind of like super chats for VTubers. So the more checky you take, the more your Oshi is making. So there was this like meme that was going around recently, and they were saying that like real chads take, how do they say, like 60 checky a month. They were doing like a cost breakdown of like, how are you a real fan? Casual fans spend X, like they buy X checkies a month. Checkies are Polaroids. Checky just means Polaroid. It literally just means Polaroid. So what you do is you go to an idol event and you give them $15 and they will take a photo for you. And you can choose whether you want to be in the photo or not. So you can say just the idol by herself, or you can take one with the idol together. So that's like usually. So typically if I go to an event, because I get tired, I don't take that many checky per event. I usually take about 3 or 4. Actually, I would say I usually take 4. But it depends. I usually do 4 checky an event. But that's because I'm also not going super often, right? But like, I've seen people who buy a lot of checky. And there are limitations to checky for like how many checky you can take a session. But if you go to really small groups, it's basically unlimited. It's basically until the last person takes their last checky. So sometimes you have these really awkward situations. Say that you have a group that has 3 members. There's like a green member, a yellow member, and a red member, right? And say that, oh, we're doing pens again. Okay, we'll do pens. Say that Green pen is really popular. Super popular. Green pen has so many fans. Red pen is like, okay, she's like pretty popular. And then yellow pen is pretty unpopular. You might have an instance where green pen is taking like 100 checkies. My girl's making bank. But then yellow pen, the entire time green pen is taking those checkies, do you know what yellow pen is doing? She will just stand there. Like, I'm not kidding. She will, like, go to chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Green pen, my brother. See, exactly. We're already getting green pen super chats. While green pen is taking those pictures, you know what yellow pen is doing? Nothing. She just stands there. And sometimes, if you're a fan of green pen, it's so hard to watch because you'll see yellow pen just standing there with no line in front of her. And I have made a really strong rule for myself because I feel so bad for these girls all the time that happens that I can't pity Checky. Like, I refuse to pity Checky. And I've almost pity Checked multiple times. Because it's so heartbreaking to see them like that. But if you start pity checking, there's just no end to it. There really is no end to it. You can't let yourself do that. You gotta focus. Do they have group checkies? Can I get one with me, the boys, and her, or just me and several idols? Group checkies are usually really rare. So group checkies you can usually do with you and the entire group. Or you and 2 members. But it's incredibly rare to do it. So anytime you have a chance to do a group checkie, I highly do recommend doing one. She's got me pegged. I know, it's so genuinely... It's so sad. It's so sad sometimes to see. Well, your hair is white. Yeah, it's the stress, Log. I'm kidding. Happy Halloween, Logs! Logs, what's your favorite Halloween candy? I would be too sad not to pity Checky. I just want everyone to be happy. I know. I understand. I'm like that too. Don't get me wrong. It's so hard to watch sometimes. It really is. Favorite Halloween what now? Candy! But like, I feel like that's just like the way the world is. Like, we want everyone to be happy, but that's just not how it works. Unless you're a billionaire, which is why I should be given $1 billion. Twix or Lifesaver? Oh, Lifesaver gummies are so good. That's a goated pick. Would it be considered pity Checky if after the Checky orange pen becomes it was yellow pen, by the way, Casey. This is why yellow pen has no fans. You don't even remember. You don't even remember which pen she was. That's why green pen, you know? That's what I'm saying. Anyway. Orange pen, because if you switch Oshis and it happens. Don't get me wrong. It does happen. But I just think that you need to be really careful. If you do go down the idol rabbit hole, you can't pity Oshi. Like, it becomes so hard for you. It becomes really difficult. I hope you always pick your Oshi because you truly love them. And not because you feel bad for them. You know? That's all I can say. That's all I can say. They tried adding orange pen to help yellow pen, then orange pen got yellow pen's fans. Question, what if we do that with VTubers? I mean, see, I think, okay, here's my philosophy. I think if you are their fan because you feel bad for them, you're not actually their fan. You're not there for them. You're there. And this is gonna be, I'm not trying to put anybody down who does this, but I do think that while it's good to want to help people, I think if you are there because you feel bad about, if you feel bad and that's the only reason why you're there, you're not there for them, you're there for yourself. And at the end of the day, maybe not now, but at the end of the day, nobody's happy with that. Your Oshi won't be happy, you won't be happy, and it's just not a healthy relationship. And I think there are ways to have healthy relationships with content creators, with VTubers, with idols. Like, there is a healthy way to do that. And I think that when you feel bad for somebody and that you are only supporting them because you feel sorry for them, you're not helping anybody, actually. You're actually only helping yourself. And don't get me wrong, I do think that, like, as long as you're happy, do whatever you want. But I just think that ultimately you should try to find happiness in a way that you genuinely are happy because of what it is and not because it's making you feel better about yourself. And I'm not saying that everybody's doing that, but typically that's how I like to see it. Pity is the most powerful form of manipulation. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's a reason why Google Docs work. It's a reason why Google Docs and witch hunting works, right? Like, if you think about even like the whole Google Docs sphere, there are so many people who jump on certain bandwagons because they feel bad for people who have been wronged via these Google Docs and such. And I feel like it's very similar. And for you guys, I hope that you guys are here, not because you're like, oh, she has what I have 70 viewers. Wow, she must be so sad. And that's so sad because I remember when she had like almost 200 viewers. I feel bad for her. That's why I'm here. I really do hope that that's not why you're here, because I would feel pretty sad if that was the only reason why you were here, you know? I hope you guys are here because you guys genuinely think that I'm entertaining, or because you guys like talking to me, or because you guys like my character, or because you guys also like hentai games, or you guys are also degens and you guys are also old. You know, out of love and the chain ball on your ankle. Shh. Shh. We have to gaslight them. We don't remind them that we're secretly holding them all hostage here. This is... You're not supposed to tell them about that. Don't worry about the thing on your leg, you guys. Don't worry about that. I'm only here because card games and charisma. Wait, that's so sweet, Log. That's like probably the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I joined because you were the first VTuber I saw streaming Brown Dust, so I stayed for everything else. Okay, wait. Chat. There's gonna be a Brown Dust 2. There's a Brown Dust 2 collab while I'm in Asia. I'm really excited to go. I'm gonna go to the Brown Dust 2 collab. I'm gonna try. I haven't like figured out when I'm going yet. I gotta figure that out. I wouldn't have hired you if not the charisma. Thanks, Logs. Like a cafe or something? Yeah, a cafe. Take a picture of blog. I will. I'm gonna try. I have Brown Dust 2 wallpapers because hell yeah. Gotta get logs. The brown logs. Whoa, I don't know how I like that actually. Never mind. We're gonna reworkshop that name. I wanted to vlog my trip, or at least part of it. The parts where I'm having fun. But we'll see. I have like an inherent fear of vlogging everything. Like of people staring at me. I have social anxiety. Actually, that's what I have. I have social anxiety. If I walk around with a camera... If I walk around with a camera in public, I get really nervous. Logs is old too. Wait, Logs, do people know how old you are? Is it public information? Wait, I'm gonna Google it. How old is Dual Logs? What the fuck? Dual Logs is likely referring to the game Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which is approximately 8 years old as of October 2025. Are you 8 years old, Logs? I'm 19. You're not 19. You have to type my full legal name. I don't... Okay, actually, I do know your full legal name. Not off the top of my head, though. Oh, the Dual Log. Okay, fine. The Dual Log. That's your full legal name. Okay, wait. I gotta make it one word. The Dual Log. How old is the Dual Log? Oh! It actually says. Wait. Right? Wait, no, this is fake news. Wait, what the fuck? The name The Dual Logs does not correspond to a well-known public figure. You're not well-known enough, apparently. But Technoblade, a famous Minecraft YouTuber, created his channel on October 28th, 2013 at age 13. What? He was known as The Dual Logs. What? Before renaming his channel. What? Wait, Logs, you're Technoblade! This is insane, Lord. Well, if the AI says so, gotta be true. What the fuck? Reason for name change. He was known as The Dual Logs before his channel was renamed to Technoblade. Alright. Hiruma Red X. Oh! According to a 2015 YouTube video, the online personality Hiruma Red X stated in a Q&A that they were 23 years old at the time. Ah, so it is public. Their current age is not publicly... AI, you can just add 10 to that number. Alright, so this is the joke here, chat. The joke here, chat, is that Logs and I are actually the same age. So anytime that Log says that he's 19, that means that I'm also 19. Because we were literally born the same year. Wait, there's a Wikitubia. Wikitubia. Damn, they got like all your personal information here. Wait, Logs, is your birthday actually April 29th? Oh my god, my birthday's April 4th. We're literally twins. I just found out I'm 92. Yeah, we're all... Yay, congratulations, chat. We're all 19. Wow, it feels so good to be... You know, I was in an Uber the other day. I would not want to be 19 in 2025. You're an oldie. If I'm an oldie, you're an oldie too! I was in an Uber the other day. And the guy's driving me. And I was getting really sick. But he was like talking to me. And he's like... So, are you going to school? And I literally had my backpack. Literally had my backpack on me for work. And I look at him and I go, I'm going to work. And he was like, oh, I see, yeah. And then he was like, yeah, because I'm going to school after. And I was like, oh my god, you are a child. A child is driving me. A child is driving my Uber. I literally, I didn't say it, but I was in my head. I was like, I haven't been to school in 10 years. I haven't been to a school establishment in 10 years. I got really car sick though. He was not a very good driver. It was really bad. And I felt bad because he kept trying to talk to me and I could not answer him. It was so random too. He was like, what do you do for work? And then I was like, oh, I do this. And then he was like, do you use AI? I was like, why are you asking me that? I was like, why are you asking me that? What are they feeding these kids? He also looked really old. I was surprised that he was still in school, I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't know you hate AI. He doesn't know I am AI. Maybe he was AI, true. He sounds young. Yeah. It was actually an AI driver. Might have been better, actually. I've never taken a Waymo. Have you guys taken a Waymo? I think fundamentally something about taking a Waymo scares me. And that might just be me being a boomer. Even my mom has taken a Waymo. But I've never taken a Waymo. Yeah, hated it. Waymo, what's that? Waymos are like self-driving cars. They're self-driving Ubers. It's literally like a car and they have no driver in it. And they pick you up and drop you off. They don't take the freeway though, which is why I've never had the option to take one. Because if it's somewhere I don't have to take the freeway, then usually I can walk or something, but... That sounds horrifying. So it's for people who don't like conversation. AKA me! I feel like I would fundamentally like the idea of a Waymo. I think like the thing about Waymos, right, is, and I've always said this, even about like Tesla self-driving and all that stuff. I trust technology. I trust technology, chat. I know you guys are saying you don't trust technology. I trust technology. You know what I don't trust? I don't trust other people. If every car on the street was driven by AI, I'd be totally fine. Would not be concerned at all. Totally okay. I am way more afraid of people than I am afraid of technology. And the unpredictability that comes with people on the road. So like, if like, I'm in an AI car and it's self-driving, it's fine. It knows what it's doing. But as soon as somebody else that doesn't know what they're doing does something, I am suddenly in danger. And I do not trust that the AI can react to weird, unpredictable situations that come with unpredictable beings such as humans. You know? That's where I'm at. You know what? You're right. I would love trains and public transportation and subways. Just give me that. Just give me that. But I live in California, where California is dictated purely by car and parking companies. And I'm not joking. You want to talk about capitalism? Reason why California doesn't have public transportation is because car and parking companies. I'm not joking. That's what I'd do if I was a billionaire. Fuck everything else. I'm just gonna fucking make public transit. You're welcome. Dude, I should just be a billionaire. I should just be a billionaire. Truly. I feel like I would just, it would just be so much better if I were a billionaire. But then the poorest will use, that's the point! You're gonna dig a hole like Elon, that's true. He did try to do that. Except his was like weird. You get lobbied by, not if you do what Elon did, right? That's okay. If I'm a billionaire, I just buy out the automobile industry. It's fine. The poors are dirty. Just fucking hire people to clean them. You're a billionaire. It's fine. Damn, I should be a billionaire. I'd be such a good billionaire, you guys. Like, can't we just let me be a billionaire and let me fix everything? It'd just be so much easier. But how does that make you money? That's not the point. I'm a billionaire. I don't need to make money. I don't need to make money. The whole point is I don't need to make money. No, don't ask Logs for money. Logs hates brokies. Logs hates brokies. You're a bad billionaire? No, everyone who's already a billionaire is a bad billionaire. I'd be the best billionaire. I'd actually make things better, okay? And I'm not even like trying to talk about like, oh, like, you know, I would do charities or what. Like, I would just try to actually do things to like change things. You know? My mom asked me to borrow money for Christmas presents once. I told her no. Okay, I do agree that you shouldn't lend people money though. I would lend my parents money, but that's also because they've lent me money. But outside of my immediate family, I would never lend large amounts of money to people. That's like relationships 101. Friendships, relationships, like romantic relationships, any sort of you should never be lending people money. It never ends well. Even extended relatives, never. You should never. Do not lend people money. I've never ever seen people lend people money and it end up like well. Yes, the number one rule is you should only ever lend money that you're okay with never getting back. As long as you don't mind never seeing that money again, you can lend it. But anything that you are afraid to lose, then you should never lend it. You should never lend more than you have also. Can I borrow $5 for a root beer? I'll give you. I literally have a root beer in my fridge. Digitally transferring you root beer through my brain right now. Okay, I'm gonna eat this other Three Musketeers. You wouldn't download a root beer. I was talking to one of my friends. Ghost-chan, thank you so much for the super chat. Here's 5 billionths of a billion. Just 999,999,995 to go. Thank you. I'm almost there. You guys, I'm almost there. $5 down. But I was talking to my friend about TCGs, and we were talking about how, like, he was saying, because he works in the TCG, like, he works at an LGS. And he was talking about how, like, working at an LGS, sometimes you get people who, like, don't know what TCGs are, and they'll ask you what they are. And he said, like, the easiest way to explain them is, like, NFTs. And I was like, that's so fucking cursed. I was like, that's, like, the most cursed thing ever. And he was like, yeah, but if you say it's like an NFT, people just get it. Which, like, makes sense, right? Because, like, I think if you explain to a normie about TCGs and you, like, explain, oh, yeah, here's this fucking card that's worth $1 million. And they're just like, why is it worth $1 million? Well, because someone is willing to pay $1 million to buy it, right? You explained that in the 90s it'd be on par with sports cards. Do people do people do sports cards still? Are baseball cards still a thing? Like, I've seen them, but like I don't know if they really like I've never seen them sold outside of somewhere like Frankensons. They are? I didn't know that. Sports cards are not as huge as it was before the sports card crash. You did an ad for a company that sells sports cards last week. Oh. One of the stores in my area makes more money off baseball than like MTG and Yu-Gi-Oh combined. What? That's crazy. Want my link? No. Are you gonna pay me? Okay, I'll get out of here, log. Get 20% off your first order. Can you get like, oh my god, speaking of baseball, living in Southern California, like, baseball is all anyone's talking about. In the Los Angeles general area, it's playoff season. Go Jays, you can't say that here. You can't say that here. You're gonna get lynched. My coworkers were watching the game the other day, and it was like a fucking like 20-hour game. It's like so long. Do they eat? Does like someone feed them? What happens after the 20th inning? I just don't understand how like people can play baseball for like 20 hours straight. They get to eat when they win. Going into Costco during game day, I was the only one not wearing Dodgers gear. It's a time. I think they're playing right now? Maybe not anymore. They were playing today, I think. That's what my coworker said. They said on Friday they'll be playing in Toronto. I was like, oh, cool. I don't go here, but cool. Tonight's game's over. Wait, who won? Did the Dodgers win? They won today? Oh my god. Did you guys know? Why do they do this? Did you know that baseball is best of 7? Best of 7? Isn't that crazy? Who does best of 7? Not even best of 5. Best of 7. TCG should be like, you want to be at locals for 12 hours? Best of 7's crazy. I thought NBA does best of 5, no? I thought NBA does best of 5. I sent you the thing. Why did you send it to me? I don't want this. He literally DM'd me. Right now, you can get 20% off your first use the code TheDexLog. No, I'm not using your code. Stop DMing me. No, I didn't. I didn't ask for it. Anyway, you guys should all use Logs' code so that... And then in the note, if there's a note section, right? All proceeds go to funding Limina Alteri's stuff. 7 rounds of control deck, I would kill myself. In Minecraft. They expect you to not have a life if you enjoy baseball. Like, what about the players though? Like, sure, like people watching too, but they can go home. The player, what do they do? Do they eat? Like, how are they eating? Are you allowed to eat? Are you allowed to have sustenance? Oh, now it's best of 7? Best of 7's crazy. They get paid a lot of money, so I'm sure they're fine. It's crazy. Even when I go to like BCS, I in the middle, I need to eat something. I can't even think if I don't eat. What is sustenance but a hindrance to the greater good? There's probably some sort of catering. Fucking eating glizzies in the dugout. Well, I guess that means there's one more game. Because I think today it was like if the Jays win, the Toronto Blue Jays win today, they would be at 4, which means that they would win the World Series. Which is, you know, I will say, I don't really go here. I don't do baseball, but I will say, for all of you baseball heads, this is a really incredible time. Like, for me, as someone who's not into baseball, it is really impressive. Like, you have 2 of the most legendary people in the sport playing against each other. I don't even know what the Toronto Blue Jays guy's name is, but that guy's fucking insane as well. Like, that guy, like, really a hero. Probably gonna become a Canadian national treasure, that guy. He was like a nobody. And in 3 months, he became like one of the best players, like, in the world. Oh, is his name Vladdy? Why'd they gotta name him that? Why does his name sound like Zaddy? His dad played there though? I see. I guess it runs in the family. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just like, I don't really do sports, but if you just think about, like, statistically, like, this World Series is probably like super legendary. Like, Ohtani is, you don't need to know sports to understand just how incredible of a player Ohtani is. And that, like, he's literally gonna go down in history. Like, this guy is like the best baseball player in the history of baseball ever, and there's just no one that has quite ever, like, he's literally the best ever, not just pitching but also hitting. Insane. That man was literally born to play baseball. I feel like he genuinely, genetically, biologically engineered to play baseball, that man. And catching. Yeah, I don't know. That guy's crazy. Ohtani's crazy. He's literally built different. I've never heard of him. Logs. Do you even watch sports anymore? I know you play sports, but you don't watch sports, do you? His ads are everywhere in Japan where my sister went. Yeah, I mean, he's like the hero. He's like the nation. He is a national treasure there. I only watch sports anime based. Based, honestly. I actually got to see Ohtani play. I didn't get to see him do anything crazy, but I saw him play once for... Was it Father's Day or was it my dad's birthday? I don't remember. We went to go watch the baseballs. We did the baseball thing. He almost signed for the Blue Jays. We want our merch back. Hi, Mina. Hello. Happy Halloween. Yeah, and LA also has Sonongmin now too. The guy that was in Tottenham. I don't know shit about soccer. So I know a little bit about baseball and basketball, but I really don't know shit about soccer. But I do know Sonongmin and I do know Tottenham is a team because I remember when I was living in Korea briefly, everyone was talking about when he did stuff. Also another person that you just see everywhere. Another national treasure, per se. The Luffy Dodgers card, though. The only soccer I know is Inazuma 11. Oh my god, Penguin. The Penguin shot. A legend. What about Blue Lock? You guys don't do soccer telenovela? All I know is Messi and Ronaldo. That's also all I know, too. Penguin shot that breaks your leg. I love Inazuma 11. My favorite character in Inazuma 11 is, oh man, I don't remember his name anymore. He's the one that has a split personality disorder. Kind of looks like a femboy. He has like a twin that died and now his like soul lives in his body. And he Fubuki! Yeah, Fubuki! Fubuki is my favorite character. I love Fubuki. I love Fubuki. iShield 21 is also great. I also actually have the iShield 21 downloaded, but I probably won't read iShield 21 this time around. That's Rumi-chan's favorite manga, actually. You went to the Kamen Rider Diner in Ikebukuro? Yeah! I actually haven't been to the Kamen Rider Diner. This was so funny. I was telling one of my friends about this, because she recently gone to Kamen Rider. Wait, let me see the... I think I have the conversation here. Yes, I literally have the photos here. I said, I haven't been to the Kamen Rider Diner in like 10 years. And I said, I went literally 10 years ago. And I sent her a picture of a shocker pizza that I ate. And I said, this one was from... I took this photo in September 23rd, 2015. The last time I was at the Kamen Rider Diner was in 2015. iShield 21 is the only reason I played football in high school. Really? I didn't know that. Your WoW channel is named after one of the characters? Wait, what? That's why you're Hiruma? Wait, are you shitting me right now? Wait, the lore drop. Wait, what? Is it Hiruma the guy, the devil guy? Wait, that's why you're Hiruma Red X? What? I didn't know that. What? It does make too much sense. Wait, that's so insane to me. Your old WoW channel icon, what was it? Was it literally Hiruma? Wait, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. You're actually so base for that, though. Hiruma's awesome. I love Hiruma. My favorite character in iShield 21, though, was Shun? Was it Shun or was it Shin? But that's like usually in sports anime, I like characters like that. I also thought it was Hirumare Deluxe. I'm not gonna lie, I also thought that. Shun's the Brainiac. It's Shin. Oh yeah, Shin. Yeah, the Trident Tackle. Yes. That guy. But I haven't read iShield 21 in a hot second. I haven't read that in probably around 10 years as well. Maybe I will reread iShield 21 on the plane. Wait, that's so crazy. This whole time I had no idea. I really am praying that they make an iShield 21 anime remake. Can you imagine? iShield 21 with today's level of animation quality? Whew! They need to remake a bunch of like old sports anime. The old sports anime were bad. The iShield 21 anime was so bad. We need like an actual good... We need an actual good anime for iShield 21. Genuinely. That'd be so legit and expensive because all the running. Hey, Uma Musume did it. If Uma Musume could do it, iShield can do it too. If Blue Lock, no, you take that back. Protagonist, you take that back. We don't know. We're not comparing it to Blue Lock because the Blue Lock animation is really bad. We're not gonna talk about Blue Lock. We're gonna pretend that Blue Lock didn't happen. We need like Blue Lock is peak. No. Uma Musume ran so Aishil could also run. It was really funny because Rumi-chan and I were just talking about this to our other friend. We watched Blue Lock and Uma Musume at the same time. And it was it was so horrendous. Because Uma Musume's animation was so good and Blue Lock's animation was so bad. Blue Lock has so many still frames that just pan. It's like insane how many still frames they have as well. The Blue Lock animation was okay the first like 6 episodes, and after episode 6 it just started going downhill so fast. But I really like what's his name? The guy with the yellow hair under Bachira. I really like Bachira, and I also really like is it Nagi? Blue Lock Nagi. Yeah, Nagi! I like Bachira and I like Nagi. And I actually also like that they fight and hate each other. And I also think it's funny. Who's Nagi's boyfriend? The one that got NTR'd? The Nagi movie was decent? Oh, I didn't know there was a movie. Rio. Yeah, Rio. I thought the Rio Mind Break was really good. I think Nagi, Rio, NTR Mind Break was an arc of all time. Truly an arc of all time. So good. It's funny because I think Rio is normally Rumi-chan's type, but I think she like hated his guts. She hated his guts. She was so sick of him. It's really rare also when Rumi-chan and I both like the same character because we have really different types, but we both really like Bachira. Which shows how awesome Bachira is. I don't know who her favorite character is in Aishil 21. I think she just likes everybody though. I think she just likes the show, like, or the manga, like, as a whole. Like, I think she likes the Red Devil team. I'm a big sports anime fan too, though. I was one of those, I liked Haikyuu before there was an anime kind of guy. Big Haikyuu fan. What are my other ones? I've talked about it before, but I really like Ofuri. Ofuri's one of my favorites too. That one is like the big wind up, I think it is in English. Okiku Furubate. That's a really, really good one. And what else did I mean, I watched a lot of sports anime. I'm trying to think of what are my other favorites. Let's see. Sports anime. Those are the ones I could think of off the top of my head. I liked Free as well. I know if everyone shits on Free, but I actually quite liked Free. I didn't watch Kurobas actually because a lot of my friends were into it and they all told me it was bad. So they told me not to watch it. So I didn't watch Kurobas, but I know a lot about it because my friends were super into them. Oh, Yoapeta! I love Yoamushi Pedal. It's so good. Hime, suki suki dai suki hime, kira kira rin. Really good. Highly recommend. Yoapeta was really good. My dad is really into biking. And so when I was really into Yoapeta, I realized that the bike that my dad had was one of the bikes that they mentioned in the manga, and I was like, and he has like one of those things that make it stationary. So I would watch Yoapeta while being on the stationary bike. It was awesome. Good time. Prince of Tennis. I really like Prince of Tennis. But I particularly like Penny Mew, which is the Prince of Tennis musical. I didn't really grow up too much with the anime or manga for Prince of Tennis. Weirdly, I grew up with the musical. So my favorite character is, what the fuck is his name? The Banning! That guy. Who's like non-existent in the manga, essentially. But I really liked him in the musical. He is the Prince of Tennis. Da, 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 da. We do love Tezuka Zone making the dinosaurs extinct, though. I think that's just like one of the best moments of anime history ever. I actually didn't grow up with Slam Dunk either. I know Slam Dunk was especially popular in Korea, but I just never really got into it. It's one of those ones that I want to revisit now. I feel like I might like it a lot more now. But I will say that I think the style of Slam Dunk filters me a little bit. I know. It's an unpopular opinion, but I'm not really a big fan of the style of Slam Dunk. You have the whole manga collection of Prince of Tennis? I should actually read I heard Prince of Tennis is still coming out. Isn't it like Prince of Tennis Neo or something now? My cat is on my lap again. I don't know what you want. Your butthole's stinky. Ah! The market for a femboy sports series needs to be filled. I'm trying to think. There hasn't really been one, huh? So true, though. Can I help you, sir? Your butthole is stinky. I am not gonna miss the smell of your butthole in my face. Your tail is touching my face, sir. Stop it! Sorry, my cat is being very distracted. Can you? I kicked him off, but he's gonna jump back up. I see it in his eyes. Stop, no. You. I remember watching Captain Tsubasa with my grandpa. I think Captain Tsubasa is a little bit too old for me. That's cute that your grandpa watched anime, though. Oh, I'm glad I'm not feeling like too terrible right now. I was feeling really, really shit right before the stream. What about Free? I like Free. I love Free. Make it free, na splash casanete. My favorite character in Free though is, I have two. I like Haru and I like Nitori, which is really unpopular. I know everybody hates Nitori, but I like Nitori. He's basically a femboy. He's essentially a femboy. That's good. You're feeling better? Thank you. I did message my psych, and I told her that I've been feeling like shit because of medicine. And she said, you can not take it if you want to. Did I miss the game? No, I was not really feeling super well, so I figured that I would just chat. Yeah, let me change the title. I do want to still play this game, though. Eventually, we'll play this game. Freaking cat. Where is this thumbnail? Oh, wait, 1 second. One day we'll play the game. One day. It looks good. Have you guys played this game before? Urban Myth Dissolution Center? I think one of you guys recommended it to me. Oh, dude! I'm kicking him off again. I can't handle him. If you're gonna sit on my lap, you have to just stay there. You can't keep going in circles. It's very distracting. Looks fun and has a cool art style, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah, the art style is super cool. It's like a pixel style. Let me save this out. World of Horror. What is that? Let me look it up. World of Horror. Oh, I think you guys mentioned this one too, and I did put it on my list. I think this one looks a little scarier than Urban Myth Dissolution Center, so that's why I ended up opting for the other one. Roguelike Junji Ito game. Oh, it looks so scary. Oh my god, I just got a notification that Twitter flagged my post as sensitive content. If you think we flagged your post by mistake, you can appeal the warning by clicking on each post. But if I click on it, it says twitter.com refused to connect. Alright, thanks for that, I guess. Thanks for that, I guess. What's a femboy? Femboy is like usually a character in like anime that looks like a girl but has a PP and identifies as male. Fembot? I don't know what that is. I thought you were just misspelling femboy. I don't know what a fembot is. Male version of tomboy. Yeah, basically. You guys, I don't want to get on a plane. I don't want to get on a plane. But you must. I know. There were so many times the last couple weeks where I was like, what if I just didn't go? What if I just didn't go? Think of the 12 hours of extra eat. You know, recently, I used to be able to sleep in really weird positions on the plane. But recently, just sitting in a plane chair has made my back ache. And I feel like I'm just getting old. Are the work trips optional? No, but half of my trip is not work. Part of it is work, but part of it is I'm just going early to like hang out with friends and see people. Prolonged sitting isn't too good for your back. It's like I'll sit on the plane and I'll immediately, my back will hurt. It's weird. I feel like it's almost placebo. I mean, it's not placebo because I never thought about it. It just happens. But like, my back will just hurt like almost immediately as I sit down. Something about the chair just doesn't agree with me. Man, so my flight actually had this thing where you can like, you can bid to upgrade your seat. And I was like, you know what if I bid to upgrade my seat? It would just be premium economy, but maybe premium economy is like, you know, maybe that would be better. I'm too old to just be flying fucking economy. So I bid, but I bid like the lowest possible bid. And they were like, you were outbid. It's like, great. I didn't want to pay extra money anyway. Well, now I have extra checky money. It's all good. That money will go directly into my Oshi's banks. You might have a pinched nerve in your lower back. I was thinking that too, because it does feel like that. It does feel like that, but it only happens when I sit on a plane. Isn't that crazy? Do you think I should put Salonpas on my back before I get on the plane? To my neighbor's dismay. What? You're being really a lot today. You need to not do that. Use the Salonpas. I never heard of bidding on plane seats. Yeah. My coworker also bid on his plane seats. He's going a little bit later. And I think his bid, though, was to upgrade him to first class. Mine wasn't for first class. Mine was for premium economy. What do you mean bid? So what they do is they go, we have some extra spots in the higher classes, and they'll give you a range. Like there's a low range and a high range. So you can bid from like $100 to like $700. And you pick a number. And you submit your bid. And they take whoever bid the highest. Like you don't know what other people bid. So you can do that. It depends on the plane. That's a thing. British Airways didn't offer me that. Yeah, it just depends on what flight you're flying. I think certain airplanes do that. Because like my coworker is flying a different airline, and he also was asked to bid for, but again, his was bidding for first class and I was bidding for premium economy. So anyway, I didn't get it though. I was willing to pay like $200. I was like, $200 is like the max I'd pay. Like I can't imagine paying $500 just to get upgraded to premium economy. If I was getting upgraded first class, like maybe, but like premium economy $500, like I don't think so. That's like more than my actual flight. I remember getting upgraded to first class to a malfunction on my seat. It was so sweet. Damn, I wish that happened to me. I genuinely like I've never flown first class in my entire life. I've actually never even flown like a normal premium economy. I've only ever flown in the brokey class. I've paid for a seat before, so you have like slightly more leg room, but it's not even considered premium economy. I want to fly first class, but it's a scam. I think like, so one of my coworkers for work, he flies so often that he just has the miles that he just now flies in first class like all the time. So I think if you fly a lot, it's really easy to fly first class essentially for free. And I think that that's kind of when it's worth it. But yeah. I know one of my other coworkers recently took his like parents on a trip, his mom on a trip, and he flew her first class. I thought that was really cute. Very sweet. But really expensive. It's like $4,000 to fly first class. I just don't have that kind of money. Anyway, I should be a billionaire. Someone should make me a billionaire. Oh my gosh, I saw this one video. I think I talked about this. But I saw this one video of this guy who flew like, I think Emirates, the first class in Emirates, and that seat cost like $10,000. $10,000 seats. Crazy. Insane. For one way, I think. Yeah, I think it's 23,000 if you go both ways. It's insane. Rack up those credit card points and get those bonuses. So true. Also, hello. I don't even have 10,000 bucks. What the fuck? It's for one flight. It's crazy. Well, maybe one day when I'm a billionaire. One day when I'm a billionaire. And they had like a fucking shower. You can like shower in the airplane. It's crazy. And you get like a 7-course meal with like caviar. Yeah, it's pretty insane. And a lot of the first class places, you can like close your entire pod. You can close up your entire pod so you can just like, you know, have a private room with a bed. Femboy airline? No, I gotta keep my femboys on the ground. I just want to fly first class. I don't even want a femboy airline. I just want to fly first class. Is that so much to ask? I've been thinking about upgrading my card to the Amex Platinum card. To try to get more points and stuff. Because I've been flying a lot. But I think next year I'll be flying a lot less. And the Amex Platinum is $800 a year for the fee. So I was like, it might be worth it if I had gotten it last year for the last 2 years, but like I don't know how much traveling I'll be doing next year. I mean, maybe I will be traveling a lot, but I just don't know. Thank you so much for 4 months of Master Clippers! Can't make you a billionaire, but here's some investment. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I know someone we both know that can help you with that. Card points, that is. Really? I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. I've tried to like go down the like credit card point rabbit hole before. That's for like people who have a lot of time. It's like you can transfer your points this way and then do this and then you get like double points for doing this. And I'm like, yes, but yes, but that requires so much time and so much like you have to be like staring at the point thing and watching when you get bonus points and blah blah blah. And it's like gacha dailies. You're so right. So anyway, I can't even do my gacha dailies. You think I'm gonna be able to do that? And there's no even waifus to incentivize me. So I do the thing that every finance bro tells you not to do, which is I use my points to book hotels, like shitty hotels, but at least they're free. Get locks to get everyone Amex Plat and employee cards and cancel them and then do it again next year. So true. Yeah. We were talking about this is like what happens when you become old is you hang out with your friends and all you do is talk about fucking credit cards. I was with some friends the other day and we were talking about credit cards and one of my friends was like, oh, he has this one credit card that it's linked to his like stock account, so it's through Robinhood and it has fucking loot boxes. His credit card has loot boxes. He can spend 1,000 points for loot boxes. And we were like sitting at the restaurant and he was like, here, roll my gacha, roll my dailies. And I was like, what? And so I got it and he just got something shitty. You have to spend 1,000 points and my other friend spun his thing and he used 1,000 points and he got 8,000 points. And we're like, oh my God, you're up 7,000 points. We're like, oh my God, this is gambling. It's great. This is gotchas. I think when I rolled it, I got like 15% off DoorDash. Something like that. Insanity, I know. Crazy. Limina, I think you just have misfortune on your side. You know, Amoria was actually telling me I should go get cleansed. I don't really know where to get cleansed, you guys. Remember last time in Japan, I told you guys this. I went to a shrine. I went to a fucking cockroach god. Do you guys remember when I went to the cockroach god and I prayed to the cockroach god because he's supposed to help you with like luck? But maybe he could smell my fear. Maybe he could smell my fear and that's why it didn't work. Or maybe it only lasts for like X amount of weeks or something. And that shrine is really far. So I don't think I can go to the cockroach god again. Why did you pray to a cockroach? I did not pick the I'm telling you right now, I did not pick the cockroach god. I told my friend I wanted to go to a shrine to get cleansed. She lives in Japan. She took me to the cockroach god. She said he's really known for taking bad luck. And I was like, all right. Maybe you just got good luck with cockroaches. Please don't say that. I will throw up. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go in Japan that'll cleanse me of my luck. Amori was saying I should go to a shrine in like a Buddhist temple in Korea. But I don't have time. I'll be stopping by Korea, but I won't have time to go to one. My Korea trip has a lot of like stuff that I gotta iron out and that I won't have time to just go get cleansed. You drink some holy water? Okay, wait, let me Google. Where to get cleansed for bad luck in Japan. A formal cleansing. You can request a formal cleansing ceremony at larger shrines. Okay, Oharai. Oharai in Japan. What if I need to get an Oharai in Japan? Purification ritual. How do I sign up for this? Can I sign up? Can I like pay someone? Oh, it seems like it's like a festival thing. This guy got cleansed. I don't know. I don't even know who to ask. I don't think my friends will even know if I ask them. Where can I get purified? Anyway, I will attempt to get purified when I go to Japan again. I'll let you guys know. You gotta go on a pilgrimage? No, I can't go on a pilgrimage. Bring a bottle of water to a priest, have him bless it, bada bing, bada boom. Is it really that easy? Gotokuji Temple. Apparently it's a luck cat temple. I need that. Gotokuji Temple. Where is that? Is that really far? Oh, it's actually not that far. What if I went to Gotokuji Temple, you guys? I'm on the website. Oh my, they have so many little cats! So cute! Okay, but can I get cleansed here? I'm looking up if I can get cleansed. The cats will save us. They have amulets and souvenirs. You can get a bunch of little cats. You can get lucky chopsticks. Whatever. I'll look up how to get cleansed in Japan. I need it. I'm gonna need it. It's been so unlucky. So unlucky. Okay, we're almost at 3 hours. I actually took a nap right before this because I was feeling so shit. I still have some work I need to do. But it was fun chatting. I will do my best to keep you guys posted throughout my trip. And we'll probably try to do like maybe one of the days Amori and I will try to do like a Twitter space or something. So we'll do like a karaoke or something like that. And after I get my MacBook, I don't know if I can stream on a MacBook, but I'm assuming I can. It might be cool to do like a little MacBook stream. We are streaming tomorrow, but it's just going to be a sponsored stream. So it's going to be like, we're not going to be able to like chat like this tomorrow, you know? Tomorrow is going to be very like focused on what we're doing. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Anyway, I'm excited to crack some. Oh, speaking of cracking packs, I did open Riftbound. I had a little bit of a early access, so I got to open some Riftbound yesterday. And I also got to learn to play Riftbound. It's a weird fucking game is all I can say. That's a weird game. League Arc always has been. No, I haven't played League in a while. How was a Hololive OCG? I've opened a little bit of Hololive. I think I opened one box. Actually, it was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun opening experience. But Riftbound was a weird game to play. Like, the territory thing is really weird. The point system is really weird. Yeah, I'm not... I don't know. I didn't love the play experience, but it sounds like a lot of people are hype about it. I opened a box and I got jack shit. And yeah, that was the opening experience felt pretty bad. The cards are pretty ugly. It's a lot of just like existing art. I got a foil Kog'Maw though. I love Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's just a little baby. Kog'Maw is just a little baby. And I love Kog'Maw. And I was really happy that I got a Kog'Maw. But yeah, it was just whatever. I don't know. Riftbound is, I don't know. I thought about opening it on stream, but I was like, I don't think anyone gives a shit about Riftbound. I think it's expensive because with any set one of any game, people are just trying to scalp it and flip it. And I was like, whatever. I'm not going to open it. I don't think people really care all that much. And tomorrow we're opening Ultraman. Anyway. And that's going to be way more fun and way cooler. Because we're opening the new Ultraman set. Yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for some cool Ultraman opening. Yeah. Alright. I will see you all tomorrow for Ultraman. Otsumina. Have a good rest of your day or good night. I'll chat with you guys tomorrow. And otherwise, I'll see you guys online. Alrighty. Bye-bye!